Hello, I'm Elizabeth Pears and I'm standing in Fairfield Halls in Croydon. We're here today for the third community conversation that The Voice has been hosting as part of our Around Black Britain series. The point of Around Black Britain is to get closer to the community, so we want to hear what Croydon is thinking. We want to hear inspirational stories in Croydon. We hope that you come and join us. Could you tell us your name and what you do for a living?
Yep. My name is Bishop Mark Nicholson. I'm a lay magistrate and also a senior pastor for the Acts Christian Church based here in Croydon.
Okay, and were you born and raised in Croydon?
Born and bred all my life in Croydon, yeah.
Okay, and how has Croydon changed over the years to you?
Well, it has. As I said, I have schooled here, very integrated, and we're seeing new buildings coming up, a lot of integration, multicultural atmosphere in Croydon. Myself as well, very much involved in the churches and linking with other churches and community work. So things have emerged. It's changing for the best, I believe, Croydon.
What's your favourite thing about living in Croydon?
I think Croydon, opportunities as far as churches, youth, and just integration. I think that's why I love Croydon. And plus all the great amenities are here. Good Home Office, Town Hall, all the facilities that I think would drive it to maybe at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm really quite interested to know more about being a lay magistrate.
Yep.
Tell me, what made you want to get involved with becoming a magistrate?
Right, interesting question, because apparently one of my parishioners said to me, they saw something in the magazine and they said, Pastor, this would be you. And I said, what? A magistrate? And I thought, magistrate? Why? And she said, you demonstrate all these skills in church. You've got a good listening ear. This is what she said to me. Good listening ear, and you know how to make right judgments. So I thought that was interesting. And so that propelled me to move forward and explore to be a magistrate.
Yeah.
Took 2 years in the making for actually to be rubber stamped. And here I am, 10 years on.
What kind of training do you get?
A lot of training we do get with the magistracy, where we learn legal implications, the law that changes all the time, that we can be relevant to our guidelines that we're given.
Now, this is probably a bit of a difficult question, but which do you think you're more passionate about? Being a magistrate or your church?
Right, very good question, because again, that was asked, because people were saying, Bishop Mark, how can you be a magistrate? Do you have the right to judge? And I thought about that, because obviously somebody in the Bible called Solomon, who had to use wisdom, knowledge and understanding how to make right judgments. And I thought they go hand in hand. So I'm relevant when I'm on that platform speaking to people. I'm relevant about what's happening in Croydon and what's happening in our daily life.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. What brings you down here today?
I've got my own company.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
right, fantastic.
So it's just nice to get out and about, actually. It's amazing what we've learned since hitting the road, basically.
Yeah? What's your company called?
It's called Gidore. G-I-D-O-R-E.
G-I-D? O-R-E. And what do you do?
Hair products, particularly for curly hair.
Okay.
We've got a big emphasis on naturally curly hair, so from Caucasian curly, mixed race, through to wonderful big afro. So just thought there was a gap in the market.
There aren't that many black females on television. Do you find it hard?
I keep getting asked this question, you know. No. I think the one thing I've found is that I put pressure on myself.
Right.
I would constantly think, I'm black, how are they seeing me, how are they seeing me? And to be quite honest with you, it's never really been a problem.
Right.
You know, touch wood. Very aware of the issues that are out there. But so far I've had a really positive experience.
Okay, the freaky experience is... Okay, well I don't know how freaky this is, but last year someone came to me, she had fibroids, a lot of fibroids.
It's a big issue.
And she was bleeding profusely, and then I did about 4 healing sessions with her, and she called me up to say, Esther, I no longer need the operation, and the bleeding stopped, and I'm like, oh, it's okay, this stuff works. But I'm always in awe at what I'm empowered to do.
Yeah.
And also remember that I'm the vehicle. I'm just a vehicle. I know it sounds very sort of biblical, new agey, but you know I'm just a channel. And I believe that the more that we can work on ourselves, the more that we open up to who we are, is the more that we can experience most of the gifts that we've got.
Massage, Reiki healing. So I do mini spas. So you can actually come around and spend a day.
I think my main concern was that in relation to the overwhelming overpopulation of black men in particular in mental health services, when that is translated into community access, it seems to be very poor. So the question is, where do they go? So many of us in mental institutions, I don't think we have more breakdowns than our white counterparts, really. But so again, it could be the whole issue again of underlying racism. You know, there could be a bigger picture. There could be a bigger picture.
So we've come to the end of our community conversation in Croydon, and it was fantastic. We met some really inspirational people, many of whom run their own businesses right here in the borough. We heard their stories, and we're going to be writing all about them. So make sure you get the supplement because it's going to be really, really good.